This is a speculative video. I don't know if I should say that at the beginning, if I should say that at the end, but I'm just gonna make that crystal clear early on. Everything we talk about here is speculation. We will do a follow-up to this video later on, either after E3 or after the games come out. Haven't decided yet, where we'll really look closer, but let's go ahead and document pre-E3 who's gonna win, Battlefield 5 and Call of Duty Black Ops 4, even though I'm still suspicious that they're gonna call it Call of Duty Black Ops 2. That's besides the point. Okay. Hey guys, my name is Elijah and this is Rocket Sloth, and today we are comparing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 to Battlefield 5 and decide which game is going to do better, or which game is just going to be better. Okay, let's get into it. First things first, we have to understand what Call of Duty is doing, I guess, because I don't think they ever know what they're doing. I mean, Call of Duty has made some very unique choices in the past couple of years that have really done well by fans. Like, they jumped to advanced movement, and then they did it again, and then they did it again. And then they went to World War II, but then they cut all of the multiplayer maps out, so there was only 9 of them, and that was fun. And the campaign actually looked pretty good, and it was fun more or less. There was a couple of little anticlimacticness things in it, but otherwise it was a pretty fun playthrough. The multiplayer was okay. It wasn't the greatest multiplayer in the world. It definitely had a lot of flaws on the PC, and as far as consoles were concerned, it's Call of Duty, but it's just not the old Call of Duty we knew and loved. Battlefield 1, on the other hand, came out 2 years ago and was a pretty full game that a lot of people got into for a long time. The gun mechanics were good, the sound was pretty good. The campaign, I didn't really like how they broke it up and kind of had it unrelated and short and kind of anticlimactic also, or they had little mini exciting points, but overall the story wasn't connected and it didn't really have that fulfillingness. But that's the past. So what are we looking at moving forward? Well, right now we just have a lot of speculation as far as what we're going to be seeing from Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Battlefield 5. What we know about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for sure is that it's going to be a sequel to Black Ops 3. But it's heavily rumored that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is just not going to have a campaign at all. They just decided, you know what? We don't have time for this. We don't have the resources. We don't think players care enough, which I know majority of players don't care about the single player in Call of Duty games, but there's still a large handful of people who really do care about playing the single player experience. To me, it was always having that single player was my core experience, and then the multiplayer was a bonus. No matter how bad a multiplayer in Call of Duty was, like Ghosts for instance, the campaign at least let me feel like my investment in the game was worth it, even though Ghost's campaign was super corny. So I'm not too sure really how I'm supposed to feel with the fact that Black Ops 4 is going to likely remove the campaign, but I also believe, and this is also rumored, that Black Ops 4 is going to return to boots on the ground like what we had with World War II. If they pull the whole Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare thing where you can still fly around and stuff, I'm gonna be a little upset. For Call of Duty Black Ops 4 to be good, it's going to have to play like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or 3. It's gonna have to take us back to the core Call of Duty experience that got everyone hooked on it in the first place. But at the same time, I almost feel like Call of Duty burned that bridge a long time ago and it's almost too late. It's very interesting that they moved the release date a month sooner than normal because they know they can't compete with the games coming out in November, like Red Dead Redemption and maybe Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5, on the other hand, is going to be making the jump to World War II, which is interesting because Call of Duty just did that last year. But maybe Battlefield's kind of like, you know what? We can do this better. And if they do make the jump to World War II, maybe the fans that got burnt from Call of Duty World War II will be happy. Maybe there'll be more than 9 maps. I don't know. Or at least more places to go and larger battlefields. I really admire Battlefield 1 just because of how open the world was and how realistic it felt, even though there was a lot of automatic weapons for World War I. It'll make more sense in World War II. And I'm not trying to say that Battlefields always felt better than Call of Duty, because I'll be honest, back in the day, I was a die-hard Call of Duty fan, and I did not like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, or Battlefield Bad Company 2. Wasn't a fan of them. I played the campaigns. I never really could get into the multiplayers. If you watch our reviews on Battlefield, I'm super biased, so I had to bring in the opinion of our editor and use his opinion on the games because he had a more balanced opinion, because I just liked Call of Duty so much. But at least I'm able to acknowledge the fact that I had the wrong opinion. And yes, you can have a wrong opinion, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with that. I guess what I'm trying to get at is that at one point I felt that Call of Duty was the superior game over the Battlefield games. And I feel like right now we're really seeing a shift where there's no comparison that Battlefield 5 is providing a lot more content. From what we know, this game is going to take place during World War II, and it looks like they're going to do a disconnected storyline again, which I'm not a huge fan of. I wish the story was more connected, but it kind of worked. I just hope if they're going to do a disconnected story, maybe it's a little bit longer and a little more grand, because like I said, single player is very important to me as a gamer. So overall, Battlefield 5 is definitely looking very promising, and I'm really excited to see what they do. Now, I'm not ruling Call of Duty Black Ops 4 yet either, because we haven't seen anything about the game, and we know there's going to be zombies in it, and if they put a bunch of multiplayer maps in this game and they put more than one zombie map at launch before I have to put extra money in DLC, it could be really, really good. And I appreciated more or less how Call of Duty kind of handled the loot box system. It wasn't like in your face pay to get stuff, and other developers like EA and DICE have a track record with Battlefront 2 of messing up the loot box system, and I'm very worried that Battlefield 5 could have some crazy and dumb loot system. But who knows, maybe EA quote-unquote learned. I don't think EA actually would learn anything. I think they would just be scared of a PR disaster, and they maybe won't do anything stupid with a loot system, and this can be an easy victory for gamers and the game developers together. One thing though that could get me very excited about Black Ops 4 is if it comes to the Nintendo Switch. And if you remember back in the day, Call of Duty used to come out on Nintendo consoles. I think even Call of Duty Ghosts came out on the Wii U, and it was just after the poor sales of the Wii U they stopped doing it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it comes to the Switch. And to me, that would be game changing. I would buy Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch just for the portability sake, because I like to be able to play on the go, than I would buying Battlefield 5 on my PC or on Xbox. It is heavily rumored that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is going to have a Battle Royale mode, but it's also equally rumored that Battlefield 5 is going to have a Battle Royale mode, and they're probably going to play very differently. I feel like a Battlefield 5's Battle Royale would be a lot larger and a little bit slower paced than a Call of Duty Battle Royale, so I think they're going to be different experiences on their own, which is kind of cool. On top of all of that, it's rumored Black Ops 4 is going to possibly have a special edition that comes with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, but it's only the campaign? I can't wrap my head around this one for some reason. Modern Warfare 2 was the possibly greatest Call of Duty, depending on what your own opinion is, but overall the community agrees Modern Warfare 2 was one of the best. And yeah, the campaign was amazing in that game, but the multiplayer is what wrapped everyone to it and kept people playing for such a long time. And it just sounds so backwards that they would not release the multiplayer, especially when they did a remake of COD 4 2 years ago and had multiplayer. It just sounds like a really weird way to get money. I don't know what's going on, and it really confuses me and almost gives me a headache. So I know I have to make an official prediction of what I'm going to think is better. Mind you, we have no real information here, so this is all speculation. But I'm going to speculate Battlefield 5 is going to blow Call of Duty Black Ops 4 out of the water, and that's why Black Ops 4 is coming out a month early. They're going to try to get everyone to buy the game as quickly as they can before games like Battlefield 5 and Red Dead Redemption come out. But with the lack of campaign in Black Ops 4, maybe Activision's been putting a lot of time into making a really good multiplayer of Call of Duty. We can't completely rule that possibility out. What if this game is the most balanced, boots on the ground Call of Duty that brings back the most loved maps from all of the past Call of Duties and introduces some really good maps and listens to the community and provides a lot of zombie content for players to play? I think a lot of people would forgive the campaign if Black Ops does that. But this is Activision we're talking about, and they haven't really wowed us with a Call of Duty in a long time. Battlefield 1, on the other hand, blew fans' expectations out of the water, and they made something gorgeous and amazing. But that's a lot of hype to live up to. So who knows if 2 years is really enough time to make something that's gonna wow us the same way it did. I'm putting my money on Battlefield 5, but this could very easily flip. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section down below. I know this is a controversial video. Don't dislike the video just because you disagree with me. That's just gonna get me more dislikes. Like the video if you agree. Like the video if you disagree. That's a good way to put it. Okay guys, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button down below and be sure to subscribe. We make videos like this every couple of days, and we'll see you guys soon with a brand new video. Also, check out our Patreon at rocketsloth.net. You can support us. We're a small channel, still trying to get our feet off the ground, and every little penny and dollar helps, and there's some cool perks. We got a Discord too, full of Call of Duty fans. A lot of people play Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 on there, so if you want to group up and play the old Call of Duties, come hop on over and play with us, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'll catch you guys next time.